What you run this committee. Greatly appreciated. Dr. Califf, and congratulations to you as well on your recent confirmation, and thank you for coming before this committee. As you know, the U.S. is a world leader in food production and food safety, and the FDA plays a critical role in maintaining our global leadership in those fields. In my home state of Montana, agriculture is our #1 industry, and our farmers, our ranchers, whether they produce wheat, cattle, sugar, beets, pulse crops, or other products, play a critical role in not only feeding the United States, but also the world. And one important way Montana is able to do that is by having a world-class research facility at the land-grant university, Montana State University. In fact, I was particularly proud when I heard that MSU was able to endow its first Montana Plant Sciences chair, who is a world leader in cereal genetics and started earlier this year. Moving forward, it's critical that Washington not get in the way and push policies that have the potential to hinder or even discriminate against ag research and technology that's proven to be effective, proven to be safe, and proven to be productive. In particular, the prospects for biotechnology continue to be bright, whether it be enhancing production by increasing crop yields or helping protect the environment by requiring fewer pesticides, or reducing demand for water, for example, or even lower food costs for families. I view biotech as essential to the future of our food supply. So with that as background, my question is, there was a decision made in November of 2015 by the FDA to deny a petition to require mandatory labeling of biotech in food products. Do you agree with that decision?
Well, this is a decision that was really mandated by law, in the opinion of the FDA, because in order for the FDA to mandate a label, it would be required that there be a material difference, for example, as measured by a change in the nutritional composition of what you eat for a genetically engineered product versus not a genetically engineered product. And we've been unable to detect such differences at this point, which explains our decision.
So, as a food safety agency, it sounds like you would believe, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but do you believe the FDA should make its decisions based on sound science rather than unsubstantiated claims that might not be supported by evidence?
We're firmly committed at the FDA to base our decisions and policies on the best science that we can possibly get.
Yeah, it's good to have a doctor running it. Thank you. And I agree with you. And to bring this issue home, for example, in Montana, on the eastern side of our state, sugar beets are a major crop. They're an economic driver for our state. In fact, the source of hundreds of jobs. And most sugar beets are grown utilizing biotechnology. But the sugar that results from the processing of a conventional sugar beet versus a biotech sugar beet is identical in both nutritional value and composition, I think, to the point that you were just describing there. If a biotech food product, like sugar beets in the example provided, is deemed by the FDA to be safe for human consumption, meet the same quality standards as a non-biotech food, and is nutritionally and essentially the same as a non-biotech counterpart, should it be regulated by the FDA any differently?
Well, the law tells us it shouldn't be labeled specifically for that if the qualities were as you described. But I also want to take the chance here to stress something that you said. This is vitally dependent on a robust agricultural, biomedical research enterprise, which is not predominantly located at the FDA. We have great people in CIFSAN. Susan Main is here today, who leads that. But it's very important to us to have first-rate universities that are doing the kind of research that you described where you are. In my previous career at Duke University, we had great biology and botany, but NC State, is world-class in the broader agricultural sciences, and I had the chance to do a lot of work with those folks. So what we're really dependent on is a first-rate research enterprise that delivers the science that we need to make good decisions. So any decision would depend on the specifics of what was measured about the plant that you're discussing.
Well, I'm out of time, but I want to thank you, Commissioner Califf, for the thoughtful remarks. And moving forward, I do believe it's important that the FDA remains focused on its mission to helping ensure the U.S. has a safe food supply and abstains from marketing or labeling mandates that would have no bearing on food safety. So thanks for your remarks.
I would like to add, Senator, that we did issue guidance on voluntary labeling, so those who wish to do so, we have specified a way to do that for those who think it should be labeled as such.
Thank you.